Perfect.
And how good are you with touching raw meat?
I can touch raw meat.
Okay.
Happy January, everybody. We're back with our second episode of the Secret Ingredients to
Real estate.
Yes, and I'm back with Dimitra and the whole crew here. And today, what's on the menu?
On the menu today, we have easy lasagna and an easy, very healthy salad.
Ooh.
And we'll help you put it together. The whole thing maybe less than an hour. So.
Awesome. Let's get cooking.
Yes, and lasagna, and the Italians out there, please don't, stone me. It's understanding that they started either Greece or England, but the way we know it today, it showed up in the Middle Ages in Naples or Napoli in Italy. So this recipe today, it's a meat lover's food. It has a lot of beef in it.
Nice.
A nice saucy kind of but easy recipe.
Yeah.
And the good news is that we don't have to boil the pasta and we do not have to make the sauce, the tomato sauce from scratch.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
something else that maybe the Italians will frown upon, but moms out there with young children and fast-paced lifestyle, they would absolutely love it.
Awesome. So
Okay.
thank you so much. So while we get started,
Yes.
because it's also January, we're gonna also do some predictions of what's in store for the rest of the year of 2023. So yeah, let's get started.
Real estate predictions, and I'll start the cooking. Just put together things, right?
Yeah, okay.
So what do you think is going to happen in 2023?
So 2023, according to Nostradamus, there's going to be another world war. There's going to be like chaos all over, like maybe another COVID-19. No, but in all honesty, I think what's happening is that we're going to probably start off with a little bit of a boom trend in January,
Yes.
February. Although interest rates will increase, but I do believe that things are going to moderate, and because there's a lack of inventory, I still think people are going to come out and purchase, and prices are going to edge up probably towards the second quarter.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Did Nostradamus say anything about real estate?
He said that, you know what, just buy. On Mars.
Well, I do, think that we'll have an uptick in late January, February, and March, like
Okay.
we normally have. Definitely, the interest rates are sky high,
Yeah.
and but inventory is super low. So people, if they have, buying a home in the 2023 won't be for the faint of heart, and they might have to take a step back. But there are people sitting in the sidelines that I think we're gonna see that surge in, like in plethora of buyers in early 2023.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that, and I'm ready.
Good luck shopping, guys. Okay, let's get started.
Let me get over there, right? And yes, we have our ingredients today. I was able to pre-chop everything so we don't waste our time.
Yes.
And chopping onions, I wanted to make sure that I don't cry, because people might think I'm crying about real estate. But
All right, so
anyways,
let's ignite this.
yes.
Ready
So
for
let's get
ignition?
started.
Perfect.
Where's your oil? Here.
So one of the things that while you're making, okay, so what kind of oil do you like to use?
I like to use extra virgin,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we can use the organic, but since this is open,
By
I will
all
use
means,
that.
let's
But
use
I
it up.
need,
There you go.
yeah, but that's not coming out. Like, we need a lot of oil.
Go ahead. Keep
Okay.
pouring, keep
All
pouring.
right.
Keep pouring. Keep pouring. Oh my God! You want me to take a picture of this for you guys? There's a lot of oil.
There's
in
no
here.
lot of oil. This is obviously you're not Greek or Italian, because
No.
this is like, oh my God.
Wow. More?
No, that's okay.
I
My
think that was
mother
like-
will see this as like more.
Half a cup of oil.
Yes, half a cup of oil.
Okay.
1 medium onion,
Okay.
and 3 cloves of garlic.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So low to medium heat.
Perfect. Do you need a wooden spatch?
I need a wooden spatch or anything you have,
There
and
you
I
go.
need to chop the. Thank you.
Awesome.
A little bit of the garlic.
So this is the Greek lasagna or the Italian lasagna?
Well, it's my recipe,
Yeah.
so I not exactly know. It's a mixture of everything. The idea is to have a quick, easy meal on the table, right?
Yeah.
And this recipe actually freezes extremely well.
Okay.
So you can batch prep and
Oh,
batch cook and put
awesome.
in your freezer 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, even a month.
That's what I need to do. I need to
Yes.
batch. You know what?
Yes.
I'm just gonna get you the batch freezes for me because me and cooking don't work.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
we'll definitely do that. So here we go. And we're going to let this just sweat a little bit.
Medium heat, low heat.
Medium heat.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't want them to burn, we just want them to get translucent
Perfect.
and just sweat.
Yeah.
If anybody likes mushrooms, you don't have to, this is optional, but I do like mushrooms, so we're gonna add some mushrooms, which
Awesome.
I didn't slice.
Yeah. That's okay.
A grocery store sells them pre-sliced, so we're good.
So for those of you who don't know, Demetria is Greek,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
so she's gonna take all the credit from the Italians right now. And but who's a better home builder, Italians or Greeks?
Definitely Italians, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. we won't go into that conversation because I think we're gonna upset a lot of people because
Yes,
I think trends are
exactly.
changing for sure.
Right.
But definitely, and one of the Italian builders out there right now that I like a lot is Tridel. So if we've done a lot of
Right,
projects
yes,
with Tridel and
Right, pre-construction, yeah, for
pre-construction.
sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so I like their projects and I like the way they build their stuff. But they're probably one of my favorite builders out there.
Yeah.
So if you are into like the pre-construction or looking to even buy a resale, I would definitely go with the Tridel project because their customer service is phenomenal. And that's really important nowadays is that, we have all these builders coming out and especially some micro builders and their customer service has gotten really bad and they're not the same company. They're hiring a third-party company to do the PDI, the pre-delivery inspections. And we're finding just it being more problematic than when working with a company like Tridel that's just so great and knows everything. What I learned along the way is that Tridel is actually a construction company. So we actually think of them as they actually own the real estate, but they're more into construction. So that's what they're known for. Maybe one of these days we'll get them to come on this podcast and to cook with us.
Yes, we would love
Yeah.
to. I mean, we work with many clients and many products, right? Many.
And if I had Winston over here, I think he's the
Which
president
one?
of sales, Winston Chen.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
he would tell you that it was the Asians that came up with spaghetti first.
Oh, really?
It wasn't the Italians. So.
Oh, we can't. I mean, no. Let's stop beating on Italians and their cooking, okay?
They didn't make the World Cup either, so. We'll stop with the Italian jokes.
Okay,
but
yes.
I love my Italians.
For sure. So we added a little bit of salt and pepper, right? And you can season it as much or as little you want.
So how long does this take, Demetria?
This will take 15-minute prep
Yeah?
and 30 minutes in the oven.
Wow.
And yes, I mean,
It smells
that's
so,
just...
can you guys smell it? It smells so good. I wish you guys on camera can actually smell what's going on over here. 'Cause it's,
So
like, I'm
after you
starving.
put in the mushrooms, you let them just dry a little bit,
Yeah.
right? So you can kind of get a nice golden color. So I don't know if you can see what's happening here, but everything is like all the flavors is just meshing together, right?
Awesome.
So
When we
that's it.
first started this show, the whole idea was that Demetria would show me how to cook, but you can see that she's a control freak and she's just not going to let me
You
touch
want
anything.
me to give you
Yes,
the
I want to
reins?
try.
Okay, well you keep
Okay.
steering then.
I can just use this?
Yes, you can still use that. We're going to use that throughout.
Okay.
There's no reason for anything else.
Perfect.
And how good are you with touching raw meat?
I can touch raw meat.
Okay,
Yeah.
because soon you're going to have to take this and break it in
Pieces
there.
at a time?
Yeah, just at the
Why
same
can't I
time.
just put the whole thing in?
No, because we need to break it, so it
Okay,
cannot
you're
be
back
clumps,
on. She's
okay?
back on. I'm not doing that. You can. And this is how we work, It's all pre-construction is a really great way to get involved, get into real estate. And what I will tell you is that there's a lot of projects out there that are available for sale. And right now, especially because of the economy we're in, there are some deals and some builders are offering some discounts. What I like specifically about pre-construction is that it's a new product, and a lot of the builders are trying to go green. They're going more efficient. They're building smaller condos. In some cases, they're building bigger condos, but they're using better materials. They're taking count of what the community wants. So, for example, some of the builders out there are building daycare centers and more gyms, and they're making use of the common space so it's more comfortable for end users to have. And one other thing that's popular for pre-construction is investors. Investors love pre-construction because there are no purpose-built condos or purpose-built apartment buildings built in the GTA. So the condo developers took over that whole scale of the scope over there. And so now we're seeing condos just being built, but they're owned by a lot of micro investors. And that's, that is, if you think about it, the Canadian way. We want people to own property. We want them to build wealth through real estate. And we're strong, like Dimitri and I are strong believers of owning real estate and building wealth through real estate.
Yes.
And that's something we teach a lot of our clients, especially first-time homeowners.
And
our kids, yes.
Yes.
My kids are still learning. And one of the things actually that I'm teaching my kids now is that, when mom and dad and grandparents give money to the kids, and we used to always say, take it to the university fund. And so I changed the dialogue this year.
Really?
And I said, we're not putting that money towards your real estate fund because you can go get a loan for school and pay that off once you get a job. But you need money for real estate, and that's what we want.
Yeah, and like with real or pre-construction, allocation is always a challenge, right?
Yes.
And if you can explain what allocation is, then sort of.
So what the developers or what the builders have done is that they're holding units for their VIP, VVVIP agents, and they sell it to them because they have majority of the buyers. So the challenge for a lot of agents getting into the business is they don't have those allocations with the builders. And so lucky for us, we've got great relationships with builders, and we're getting premium VIP allocations. So if you're looking for a pre-construction, come to us because we've got access. A lot of agents don't have access, and that's where Dimitri and I as a team have that opportunity for you. What you need to know about pre-construction is that it takes 4 to 5 years to actually build the condo. So when you're putting your deposits over the first year, you're actually letting your investments grow gradually every year. And for the last, I would say 15 years, it's the pre-construction or the developers that have set the bar and the market for the resale prices. So the reason resale prices have skyrocketed is because developers have also started that trend. So there you go. There's your pros about buying pre-construction.
Okay, that's awesome.
Back to lasagna.
Back to lasagna. Now that the meat has
seriously,
browned.
you actually put it small, like.
Yeah, just you break it up.
Why?
And then you
Why not just dump the whole thing?
Because then it'll be like a big clump of meat and no taste, no flavor, and how you?
But you can't just crush it in there and. Just...
No. There is.
No, but it's like it's like real estate. You just buy. If you have $1 million, you just go buy.
No. You just kind of like break it in and slowly until it browns.
Okay.
And now is the time to add the sauce. The sauce. Yeah.
This one?
No. Yep. Yes, that's the
Perfect.
one.
And which sauce do you use?
We didn't have. This is
just plain tomato sauce.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
But that's okay because we have mushrooms in there.
Awesome.
And it's ready-made. We don't have to. Can you just now use your muscles? There we go.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it. You
so
dump.
when people are making their own sauces, they're actually using fresh tomatoes.
Yes, and I do that, but like we're in the middle of winter, right?
Yeah.
It's January, right? And this is one of the easy ways to do, right? If you don't have homemade sauce, I found these sauces, whether it's mushrooms or just plain tomato, they're amazing.
Okay. So you don't like the flavored sauces, like the zesty ones, or they come in those cans?
Yes, I should have. Oh my God, look at this. We're gonna do zesty lasagna.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's never too late.
Okay. So why did you know it?
I forgot.
Where are you supposed to put that?
In there. When it's when you sweat the onions.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is important, guys, because I don't understand this. So
but it doesn't matter.
When you're sweating the onions, then you put the chili flakes?
I put the chili flakes or any flavoring so they can release their own oil.
So why is that different from doing it in the sauce?
Because in the sauce you still get the same effect, but when all the oils get released when they warm up, the aroma and everything else is so much better, right? Can you turn this a little bit down?
Down?
Yes.
Realtors actually like to eat because every time we hang out with realtors, they just talk.
I love to eat. I eat a lot, as you can tell. So actually interesting because when I first started this business 20 years ago, I would eat out on the road all the time. And affordability was a big issue because I was just starting out. And the only thing I could afford is Tim Hortons. For God's sakes, I ate so many bagels. Like so many bagels. And like I will not go to Tim Hortons anymore. I just can't. Like I'm done. Sorry. I love you, Tim Hortons, but bagels. So we're eating on the road a lot at that time. And fine dining and dining out or having nice lunches was not popular I'm talking about 20 years ago. Like we didn't have this entertainment scene that we had in Toronto, and Toronto has ever since grown and developed so much that now we're starting to see a lot more like restaurants to go to, like, hey, I want to go downtown and you know I want to go to this restaurant or I want to go to that restaurant. So anyways, we're going to take a break right now and we're going to talk more about this after.
Yes, because now the sauce is ready.
There you
That's
go.
it, and voila, we're done. Then we're gonna start assembling the lasagna.
Awesome.
Okay? All right.